Welcome back to Alma, Missouri. We have finished up our contracts we were doing, and first I'd like to apologize. I had lost internet earlier, which cut the stream short. Um, I'm finally able to get back on and play again. I decided to finish up my contracts off screen to save you guys from having to deal with that. So now we got some decisions to make. We have $119,000 from the contracts. Um, we can look at tractors or we can look at land. I don't think we have enough for the plot that I'm looking at, which is up here. No, it's 154,000. So we still got some work to do before we can get that. I mean, we could take this wooded area for 39. Um, so yeah, we got some things to look at. Got this area up here, which is 10 grand. Let's visit that real quick. We'll take a look at it, see what it looks like. Um, if it's worth it, we will buy this section. Let's see here. So yeah, we'll just drive out, check out this property, see if it's something we're interested in, and go from there. Okay, block 44. Interesting area. Oh, so this is the museum. Okay. It's 10 grand for the museum. I don't think it's really what we're looking for. And I also saw the sawmill over here. I don't think we can buy this area. Let's try. Let's see. 11 grand. We could buy that. Hmm. Let's go check this area out. That's 11 grand as well. I mean, we could put a house and build a pretty nice area here, but not sure if that's what I want. I'm really looking at getting this plot right here. I think that would be a nice little farm. But this is the area for 11 grand. I mean, it's got some trees we could get rid of. And we could put a house and build a farmyard here. This wouldn't be too bad. If we come down here, it's got the biogas plant. It's a tough call. It really is. We can go with that for 11 grand, or we can wait and buy this. I think we're gonna wait and buy this. I think this will be our best bet right here. So what we'll do instead is we will yeah, we'll save up our money to buy that farm, but we'll start by buying a tractor and some implements so we can take on more contracts. Maybe a harvester? We'll see. We'll go back to the store and we'll look around and see what's available. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yep. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna sell this motorcycle while we're at it too. It's been fun, but we won't really need it after this. We'll have a tractor to get around. Okay, that's done. Let's look at a tractor. Oof. Hmm. Interesting. I think I can hook a trailer up to this. Okay. 51 horse required. 80 horse, I could get that. I could get this. Hmm. So many options here. Hmm. Don't know. Let's look at contracts and see what's available. They'll determine what implements we get to start with. So we got some baling, round bale, square bale, square bale. Does it say the size of the square bale? Hmm. We could do some fertilizing jobs and harvester jobs. Yeah, let's get that harvester. It'll take us forever, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll buy this. Okay, and we'll get a wagon. Obviously, we'll need it. Um, oh, we ain't got enough for that. All right, so we'll stick with two of these. Wish we could change the drive bar. So we got us a John Deere 6300 to start. 2 wagons. Okay. We'll just reset that. I hate backing these up. There. Get these all loaded up. Interesting. There we go. Now we'll have to look at contracts and figure out which header we'll need first. All right, so we have a wheat, canola, wheat, another wheat. So let's go with, this is going to take us some time, but that's okay. So we got that one. We'll take that one. And we can do one more, I believe. That one's for 16, 29. All right, so we just need the one header. And it looks like this first field right here can be done first. Go. And we'll get started on this contract. Don't look like we can swap the. So now we just back and forth on this one and finish this contract. I'd say a few days, couple contracts, and we'll be able to buy some land. Right? I'm seeing a lot of people coming and going from the stream today, and not being able to chat with them just yet because nobody's said anything. But if you're out there watching, thanks for joining. If you haven't seen the first episode of this ordeal, we started with a motorcycle, chainsaw, and $0 in the bank account. We don't have any land, and we're just doing contracts to earn money to buy equipment and land to build up our first generation farm. We do have a $5,000 loan that we took out. That was to get a motorcycle and a chainsaw to get us started. You know, motorcycles $4,000, able to transport us from contract to contract. And then the chainsaw was $1,000, and that got us going. We just bought this small combine with both the corn header and this header that we're using, and trailers to transport them. We also bought a John Deere 6300 and 2 gravity wagons so that we could transport the harvest when it's done. And we are currently doing field 34, which I am just now realizing is a lot bigger than I thought. So yeah, we're doing this contract to start to get us money so we can buy land. All right. All right. Next up, we'll take and empty out the wagon or the harvester. We should be able to haul about 36,000 liters, give or take. I believe each of these wagons carries 16,500 liters. So 16,500 liters, give or take. And you combine the two, that's going to be 24. So 25,000 liters. Nope. It'd be 16, that's going to be 32. That'd be so 33,000 liters, I think. Oh no, I'm not the greatest at doing math in my head, never have been. But we got a gravity wagon trade going. There we go. $5,000 liters at a time. That'll be a little over 3 trips to fill it. And that's just for one gravity wagon. And we're running 2, so yeah, it's gonna be a while. Okay. I think instead of doing the full outer edges, I'm going to do this section over here first, get this wiped out so we ain't got to worry about it. Because it can be easy to forget that this part's here. Not normally something I would do, but I think it'd be best here. If you hear me laughing, it's because I'm listening to a book while playing. And yeah, there's some funny crap going on. All right, we'll cut it right here. Yeah, these contracts are going to take us a while, but that's okay. Another thing that I did on this series that I haven't really done before is I switched it from a single day month to a 4-day month. So we'll have 4 days of August, 4 days October, so on and so forth. All right. There we go. All right. Back at the grind, folks. Welcome everybody who keeps joining. Just so you're caught up, we are working on doing contracts to earn money to buy our own land. We started with 0 money in the account, a motorcycle, and a chainsaw, and we started doing contracts. We just bought our first combine, only holds 5,000 liters in the combine. We also got a John Deere 6300 and 2 gravity wagons. With this combine, we got both the grain header and the corn header, as well as the trailers to transport them. And like I said, we're just completing contracts to get money to buy property. Starting a first-generation farm in Alma, Missouri. It takes time, you know. Look at this beautiful little harvester we picked up. The old Massey 5650. Not very big, but it works. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got. It doesn't move fast, but I'm okay with that. We'll build up, get bigger and better machines over time. You know, we've worked out a deal with the dealership. We can park our equipment there as long as we're not blocking the space that they need. Especially when they know we're going to basically be using it every day during this spring, summer, and fall to work. And when we get property of our own, hopefully in a couple months, you know, we're taking all the bigger contracts that we can. When we get the money and buy property of our own, we won't have to worry about storage because we'll just store everything on our own land. If I didn't know better, I'd say that tractor was moving. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to offload again. Which means we're going to be struggling with that 6300. It does not like these big hills. I hate when it doesn't pick the line I want. There we go. And we're full. Make sure we got our... Okay. Let's do a zigzag, get up this hill. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not going as well as I had hoped. We may have to look into a loan or something to upgrade this tractor already. Come on. Oh boy. Alright. We're slowly making it. Oh, that was rough. Okay. Alright. That part is finished for now. Um, Not sure how it's gonna go getting it back. Alright. I'm seriously considering that tractor. Let's pause that for a second. So we got the 6300, which seems to be underpowered. Let's look at the actual tractor we have. So ours has 135 horse. Hmm. Okay. Maybe we upgrade to this or the white or even the Fiat. The Deutzfahr is pretty good. Okay. I think I got a plan once we get at least one contract done, maybe two. We may end up taking out a loan. I'm trying to avoid doing that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Nothing to do but to plug along. Uh, Still debating on picking up that one piece of land over here. We saw that it was all cleared out except for those little trees there. I plan to get that, but we could use this as a start base. Alright. I think what we'll do is we'll leave the tractor where it's at, fill up the trailers from there. Hopefully that'll make it a little easier to transport. Okay, and good. I think when we get to the end of the line here, we will go ahead and fill up that front wagon. It should be enough to finish it. Alright. That's one wagon full. Alright. hard slogs of being a farmer. So after we get our land, we'll have to look at what goals we want to reach. Like, how many fields do we want to end up with? How many pieces of equipment? What type of equipment? What are we going to plant and harvest? Do we want to have animals? All these questions and no answers. We'll just have to play it by ear and go from there. But first thing we gotta do is figure out how we're going to get some land of our own. Okay. Alright. Let's go drop this off in that rear trailer. Alright. Alright. Yep, we're doing good on fuel. Temperature's holding. Yep, everything's looking good so far. Okay. Looks like I'm running short on time. I may end up finishing these 3 contracts off screen, as they are going to take a very long time to get done. Anything that changes, like the change of that tractor or whatever, I will explain when I get back. But I can see my wife signaling to me that she needs to talk, which means I probably gotta take care of some things. So, going to end the stream here and catch you all later.